What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to go over the new subscription service for PlayStation. It is just still PlayStation Plus, but obviously there are three different tiers to it: PlayStation Plus Essential, Extra, and Premium. So first, we're going to just read through it in case you guys missed it, in case I missed something when reading it the first time. So I'm just going to read through it, and then we'll go over my impressions on it. So PlayStation Plus Essential is everything that's already PlayStation Plus. It's 2 monthly games, discounts, cloud storage, online multiplayer access, all right? $60 yearly, $10 monthly, so on, so on. The dollar amount, by the way, will be in the US dollar that I say out loud, okay? You can go on the PlayStation blog for the rest of them. PlayStation Plus Extra, this is the middle tier. This is what a lot of people, I think, probably will end up doing, okay? It provides all the benefits from the previous one, so PlayStation Plus, adds a catalog of up to 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, including blockbuster hits from PlayStation Studios alongside third-party partners. Games in the Extra tier are downloadable for play. Very good. Very, very good. And so, again, this is $100 yearly, $15 monthly. The final one, PlayStation Plus Premium, provides all the benefits from the other two, and it adds up to 340 additional games, including PS3 games available via cloud streaming, and then a catalog of beloved classics from PlayStation 1, PS2, and PSP generations. Offers cloud streaming access for the original PlayStation, PS2, PSP, and PS4 games offered in the Extra and Premium tiers. In markets where PlayStation Now is currently available, customers can stream games using the PS4, PS5, and PC. Plus, time-limited game trials will also be offered in this tier, so customers can try select games before they buy. This is $120 yearly, $18 monthly. And they say that, they'll be rolling them out. They also say for markets without cloud streaming, this tier will be offered at a lower price, so you won't be paying that same price. Now, they talk about at launch, we plan to include titles such as Death Stranding, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Mortal Kombat 11, and Returnal. They expect to get their cloud streaming benefits to additional markets over the next year, right? They're going to be rolling this out, I believe, in June, in Asia first, then in the United States, Europe, so on, so on, so on, until the entire world is, has this thing that you're able to do. All right, so that is what it is. Now, in terms of how I feel about it, I'm not blown away. I never was, right? This is I don't know if this is exactly what the leak said it was going to be, although I'm pretty sure it was, except for, I think, a number amount of games, right? The leaks pretty much covered this, except for we know you get 400 PS4 and PS5 games, and then you get 340 additional games, which is PlayStation all the way up to PS3. By the way, excluding the Vita is a crime against humanity, and I expect somebody to be arrested for that. But I'll keep that quiet for now. No, it's fine. This is a fine service. I don't think it's incredible. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's awful. I think it's right down the middle. It is not in any way competing with Game Pass. I have no interest in canceling my game. I mean, I think I have Game Pass for the next year and a half anyway. I would never cancel it. And the thing is, though, this is not supposed to rival Game Pass. That's the thing. Now, by the way, that doesn't, because I see a lot of conflict online, right? And I try to be, this middle guy, right? Well, not even try. I try to see things from all angles. I really do. I think that's just kind of the person I am. So I see people's argument, and I would say, just because you say, well, it's not supposed to be fighting against Game Pass, do you then let it off the hook, right? Does that kind of mean you have to give it like an inch in this whole conversation narrative? Not necessarily. It's up to you actually how you want to view it, right? But I see it as doing its own thing. Very clearly, honestly, this is literally just PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now combined, and then PlayStation Now kind of like enhanced. That's really what this is, right? I mean, the first tier, 1 out of 3 tiers, is what we already have in PlayStation Plus. The second tier is pretty much putting together PS Plus and PS Now. Pretty much. The third tier is putting together PS Plus and PS Now and then adding like the older generation of games. So, you know what I mean? So it's just an enhanced PlayStation Now. That's what this is. That's what this is. And but it's okay if you don't like it. I'm just saying that's what it is. It's not competing with Game Pass. It never could. You know what I mean? The only way it can compete, right? The only way it can compete and be better than Game Pass, there's only one way, in my opinion. You make movies exclusive. And this is like, it's impossible. You make movies exclusive where maybe after like a 30-day thing in theaters, you can watch it exclusively here. So like Spider-Man No Way Home, you could have watched it here after like a month, right? Something like that. And then you do obviously the first party games launch day, or maybe not even launch day, maybe after like a 30-day like almost like a theater run, right? You put in a theater for 45 days, you move it to your streaming service, something like that, but with PlayStation. That's the only way this could ever have beaten if it's going up against Game Pass, right? That, in my opinion, there's no other way it could have done it. And so why even try? You know what I mean? Why even try? I'm interested in it. I know one of the main things people are saying, and I very much agree, right? One of the biggest negatives, like flat out, I hate this kind of thing, is definitely the fact of the cloud streaming, right? You can download the PS5 and PS4 games as you should, but then when you have PlayStation through PS3, I don't think people are really throwing a fit over the PlayStation through PS2 stuff, right? Or PlayStation, PSP, PS2, just because of how old it is. But the PS3 one that you have to stream it, I mean, still, that's not really taking into account the world. The world can't, certain places can't really even do that. I remember, too, when PS Now first started, I wanted to do it, and I tried it, but my internet, like with my parents at the time, was so horrible, I couldn't do it. I could not stream any games from there. So I stopped. Like, I literally did not do PS Now because I didn't have the internet. So, like, that's an individual problem, I guess. I mean, but at the same time, Sony needs to be aware of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's fine. I think it's a good service. I think a lot of people are going to do that middle tier one. I think because it is just PlayStation Plus and PS Now. Now, in the grand scheme of things, though, here's the thing. I agree with this sentiment where it's like I think the middle tier is the best one. The bottom one, or the best one, okay, is good. It just is limited because of the streaming. But I do think the game trials is good. But one thing I will say as well, though, is if you're gonna do the middle tier one, I really don't. And again, this is like a you versus me problem, or an individual problem in general. The difference between the middle tier and the highest tier is $20 a year. You know what I mean? Whereas if you just do PS Plus, which is $60, to then doing PS Plus Extra, it's $100. So you're jumping $40 just to combine PS Now and PlayStation Plus. So again, like, don't take this the wrong way. So what's the extra 20? You know what I mean? If you're going to use it, obviously. If you have no interest in games that came out for the PSP, it may not interest you, right? But what's the extra $20? So that's, to be honest, and that's not like me trying to convince you. I'm not their salesperson. I'm never going to be their salesperson with this, right? But for me, I probably will do the highest tier because why not? That kind of line, right? And I know it's maybe stupid to some, but why not? So I'll probably do the highest one. Now, I read it through because I was hoping to see something about, like, an upgrade. That's the one thing they didn't say. Now, they said there's going to be more details to come, thank God. And another thing, by the way, too, is really this entire thing is dependent on the games that are offered. If there's some amazing PS1, PS2, PSP games, that third tier suddenly becomes incredible, right? Or if there's not good PS4/PS5 games in that middle tier, then that becomes unattractive, right? So really, to me, this service is a make or break depending on what games they add to it. Which you could argue maybe that's what PS Plus and Game Pass, really all of the services offered in the world, right, are, all right, well, the content, what's the actual games or movies like on Netflix, right? What are they that are being added? So you can make that argument, but I was hoping to see an upgrade because I have PS Plus through September, this upcoming September, I believe. I think I do it yearly. I should have probably stacked it. I know a lot of people stack it around Christmas time, which is very smart, but I don't see anywhere about upgrading it. So, like, if I start it in June, I shouldn't be paying $120 because I already have PS Plus, so I should pay $60, and then, but, like, will I have to renew it in September, or will I have to renew it in June? Like, I don't actually know how that's going to work. So that's something they didn't make clear, and they need to make clear very, very soon, because I think a lot of people that this is going to be marketed to already have one of at least PS Plus or PS Now or both, and so you should really know how that works. Now, maybe they said it somewhere else, or maybe I'm just blind and can't see it, so I won't harp on it too long, but that's definitely something I want to know. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you getting it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. If you want to follow me anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below, along with our Patreon and YouTube memberships. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.